Many revisionist histories of Rosa Parks and the bus boycott, which attempt to set the story straight, detail her pre-boycott political activities, yet nearly all of these accounts end with the boycott and almost never show her ongoing political commitments to the Black Power era. The fable of Parks is so powerful that even those who seek to challenge it often inadvertently hew to its contours. The focus on Parks's respectability has unconsciously made it easy not to investigate her activities in these later decades. People have assumed that there was not a story to tell in these later years, and indeed Mrs. Parks was not one to disrupt that assumption. As Julian Bond ruefully admitted, "I met her numerous times over her lifetime. I just talked to her about innocuous things, never delved deeper. I thought I knew everything there was to know about her." Parks didn't tend to volunteer information, and interviewers rarely asked. Even with friends, she was often quiet about her political work. Her friend and physician William Anderson, who had taken part in the All-Benny movement before moving to Detroit, explained that she would answer questions if asked directly, but would never volunteer her ideas about political issues or events. "You would have to drag it out of her," journalist Herb Boyd recalled. Numerous friends and colleagues agreed with this assessment. Conyers' aides, Larry Horowitz and Leon Atchison, recalled that they would often read in the paper that Parks had attended some political event, many times radical ones, and often neither knew she was going. Beginning with the Scottsboro case, Rosa Parks had learned to be discreet about her political activities. She kept her political opinions to herself, and was never one to debate or recruit anybody. Indeed, part of her political philosophy flowed from the idea that people had to figure out the right direction for themselves. "It's very difficult for me to tell somebody else what they ought to do." Reflecting her reserve about such details, her autobiography contains little information on these activities, perhaps because she wanted to keep them obscured. As Conyers noted, Parks was a progressive, but she did not wear her political philosophy on her sleeve. In addition, because Jim Haskins was less familiar with the Detroit political community, he asked fewer questions, shaping the arc of her autobiography. Perhaps, also, she did not believe people would approve.